Tekken 4, the black sheep of the family. And for good reason. Because it is weird. And for the Tekken series, I feel like that says a lot. Imagine being about 5 or 6 years old, not really knowing much of the experience of fighting games and the fighting game genre. But then your uncle comes over in the Christmas time of 2002 and pops a copy of Tekken 4 and says, hey there, you wanna party? You wanna dive into the realm of big bug men with samurai swords swinging about to a dude that does like kung fu or something, but he looks like he's from the army? Tekken 2 might have been my first Tekken game ever from the few times that I've rented that game, but Tekken 4 was the Tekken game that actually got me interested in the Tekken series, at least to know more about it. It's so strange to say that because so many people would pick up the Tekken series around 2 or 3, 3 being the most popular one, of course for good reason. But as much as people say Tekken 3 got them into the series, Tekken 2 or maybe even Tekken 5, Tekken 4 is what got me to say, hey, who's this dude with really long bangs? And what is this big bald old man so buff for? He looks like he's in his 60s. I wish Ric Flair looked that good. It's the fact that Tekken 4 may be weird, but it isn't bad, because it still got me into the series, and it still is a pretty decent Tekken game. But what is the thing about Tekken 4 that makes it so odd and out of place from the rest of the Tekken series? And what would make some people even say it's bad? Well, to start off with the plot, it isn't anything too out of place for a Tekken game. As a matter of fact, it's actually kind of cool. Kazuya, who should have been dead by his pops dropping him in a volcano, comes back from the dead thanks to experimentation of G Corporation, a cutting-edge firm of scientists in the field of biogenetics. With Heihachi sending Tekken Force to raid G Corp's building, Kazuya sends a message to his old man that he will get everything back. With Kazuya in hot pursuit of trying to get his hands on Heihachi, Jin for the past 20 years has been missing in action, not seen ever since the last King of Iron Fist tournament. Coming back to the 4th tournament after spending his years learning traditional karate, or as the game likes to call it, karate, really molding into his own style, as a sign of throwing away anything to do with the Mishima bloodline. I mean, I don't blame him. I think I'd become a little emo too if I figured out my dad was the devil and my grandpa would shoot me in the back after using me to defeat some big-ass Shrek-colored monster. Heihachi, being as crafty as he is, tries to use the ownership of the Mishima Zaibatsu as the prize for this tournament, to lure Jin and Kazuya in. All seems to go according to plan as Heihachi successfully kidnaps Jin and leads Kazuya into Hanmaru. However, this is where plans start to fall apart, but also where things start to get super badass. Heihachi and Kazuya stepping into Hanmaru, looking for one last fight to settle it all. Till the devil and Kazuya suddenly awakens and says, nah, you get a face full of wall, fam, and telekinetically knocks the old man out. Jin, in the meantime, finally waking up after being subconsciously taunted by his devil dad. Jin finally looking to unleash his inner demons out on Kazuya, finally defeating him, but heavily exhausted after the fact. But Heihachi wakes up and says, hey, I'll kill you. But Jin knocks him down too. While exhausted, my boy Heihachi, your game is weak. Jin on the verge of gaining the revenge he's been looking for after his grandpappy stabbed him in the back all those years ago. Suddenly seeing the image of his mother, the only light in Jin's life, Jin knows what's right and decides to spare Heihachi. Knowing the reason why, he tells his grandfather, thank my mother, Jun Kazama, spreads his wings and takes flight. And amongst the wings influenced by the devil lays one white feather, signifying the influence of an angel.
I'm sorry, I can't. I love this story.
So yeah, there's really nothing necessarily weird with the plot of this game. As a matter of fact, it's one of the best in the series. Even some of the side stories with some of the other characters can actually be really intriguing. Like Paul Phoenix. Here we have the story of a man who won the tournament and let all the fame and money go to his head, living the life of a completely ballin' bachelor, completely losing sight of what the Paul Phoenix name used to mean. All it took was a couple students doing a couple practice moves in a dojo, taking a look at himself in his prime, in his former glory days. He finally wakes up, kicks the old motorcycle in gear, and there goes Paul Phoenix once again.
Ain't my style.
Even story's a little bit silly but cute, like Zhao Yu's ending, where she finally takes control of the Mishima Zaibatsu, and Miharu comes in like, I flunked all my classes. Zhao Yu's just like, you failing school? Come work for me. Nobody needs education. Problem solved, fam. Come help me build an amusement park that circles around an entire city. The point is, the story of this game is actually very Tekken. Not much seems to be out of place here. Okay, the gameplay and mechanics in this game are a completely different story. Like, oh my god, what happened here? Coming back to this game is like trying to re-watch the first Matrix movie. You laugh at the silly dialogue and red pill, blue pill kind of stuff. But you see all the effects and action scenes and begin to see that there's hella ambition. But it's all held back by the way it's executed. Core fighting in this game works the way it's supposed to. No moon jumps like in Tekken 2, just some decent height and plenty of moves added to the character's move lists. But then there's the ambition of trying to add stage interaction. And you know, fighting game fans are no strangers to stage interaction. It's not all that groundbreaking. But dare I say it, the ideas that they have for the environments here are pretty bad. Trying to throw down in the mall stage? Better pray that you're not playing as Craig Marduk, otherwise your higher hits are gonna miss wildly when someone's going down those steps. Oh, and someone tell me why the difficulty system in this game is kind of botched. I'm only playing medium difficulty and Martial Law be giving me the work like he's an upset parent who's pissed that their kid came home with an F in their report card. And for the love of everything that is holy, Heihachi, what in the hell are you wearing? I mean, come on, you can't be handing me this many L's when you're wearing that! It's more embarrassing than your mom sending you a bit emoji and thinking it's the most hilarious thing ever! While we're on how people look real quick, some of the designs are bizarre but mostly cool. Jin's got a freaking sweet hoodie, Zhao Yu's looking like a snack. Wait, can I say that? Is she 18 yet? Hold on. Bugman Yoshimitsu's actually disgusting, changed my mind. Harong? What did they do to your hair? Oh, and then there's Paul Phoenix. Some of the camera angles when using grabs can swing around wildly enough to be slightly disorienting if they were any faster. That and the camera loves to shoehorn itself in the weirdest spots kinda randomly throughout certain stages. Well, hello? What are you doing up here? Gameplay wise, it is easy to see why Tekken 4 is pretty funky compared to the others. Did I just say funky? Cause damn, this game got a couple bangers. This game has what I call the Sonic 06 effect, where a game has a couple of things that knocks it down enough to have the interesting concepts within it be a complete oversight. But man, are the tunes poppin'. I mean, the airport theme? Come on, everybody knows. The gym? Even though it's not a gym, it's a parking lot, you stupid idiot? Why does this sound like some reject Chris Jericho theme song? I don't know, but that guitar kills me. Oh, and the beach theme? Masterpiece. Honestly, who composed these tracks? Because I will kiss you. Deadass. No homo. Full on lip lock. Well, Tekken 4 may be an oddball, but it suits those who enjoy odd things. I feel like that just stands for the Tekken series in general. But overall, there's still some things to enjoy about Tekken 4, as with every Tekken game, honestly. Even with 1. 1 may be bad in like nearly every aspect, but 1 has got them sick-ass FMVs. Tekken 4 is weird, and that's alright. because it was weird enough to get me to one of my favorite fighting game franchises of all time. Thank you for chilling with me. I appreciate those of you who would stick throughout the whole video with me. And if for some reason you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button. I'm not obligating you. I'm not holding a gun to your head. Is that a police car outside my